Aloha and happy holidays. Today we're going to do something so simple and so quick. I love it and I hope you do too. I love it because it's quick and it frees up time for me to do other things, hopefully relax and enjoy the holidays. But this is, I call this a cheerful Christmas salad, and it takes less than 10 minutes. There's a couple of variations that I'm going to show you, but let's get started with the first one. The first one, if you have a large white platter, you can start with that, but I did not have a large white platter. This is about 12 inches. So I just put a doily on it, and then I got a plate to help me keep the parameter. This one I'm just gonna do just spinach, and this is about 4 full cups of spinach. It's baby spinach and it's already been washed, so easy peasy. You just put it on, and you're keeping this plate in here because you want to create a round circle that represents a wreath. And you want to make it full so it looks nice and delectable. And let's put all this on it. And I'm good. I'm happy with what I have. So I'm going to take out the bowl and leave the round circle so that it looks like a wreath. I'm going to take away anything that's falling off. And again, this is about 4 full cups. If you have a larger tray, of course, you're going to use more. So that's the beginning, step 1. And then you're just going to throw on some red grape tomatoes to make it look festive. And that looks good. And then I'm going to add, there's these little mini mozzarella balls. They're called mozzarella pearls that you can get almost anywhere. Costco, Sam's, Safeway, Vons, wherever you are. And I'm just going to sprinkle that as well. And you don't have to count. I'm not counting. I'm just going by what feels balanced. So this, again, this one is just the spinach and the tomatoes and the mozzarella. And then just for fun, I'm going to add just a couple of splashes of more red, and this is pomegranate. Just to add a little bit more color and a little bit more texture and a little bit more fun for the eyes. We always eat first with our eyes, right? Okay, so that's very nice. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle some good balsamic vinegar over it, but I'm going to do that right before I serve it. So because I'm going to show you a variation of this, I'm going to wait to drizzle the balsamic vinegar. This is Big Sur Gourmet Barrel Aged Balsamic. It's a really good one. Just anything that's been aged 18 years. 12 years is okay, but 18 years is the best. All right, so this is variation number 1. You can leave, let's show you. Try not to get the pomegranate in the middle. That's, ooh, it'll dry, but it still looks nice. And if you want, you can put the plate back in and put a dip on there, or chips or whatever. So again, there's so many different ways to do this. So I have the spinach base, and then I like to add a little bit mixed greens. I have some romaine. I just did the very green parts of the romaine, and this isn't really changing this layer of color because it's almost the exact same green. If you wanted to cut in part of the lighter parts of the romaine and add that, that would be pretty as well. So I'm just going to add that in. It adds more flavor, again, a different taste. And then I'm going to add a little bit of baby arugula. And arugula, if you haven't had it before, I like it, but it has a very distinct, almost pungent taste. So I'm just going to sprinkle some baby arugula, and I wanted to show you, I pick off just the baby ones from this stem, because I don't want a big fat piece. Who wants to have a big fat piece of lettuce or arugula and you're chewing? And again, because the flavor is kind of strong, so I will save this for later. And again, that was just very little. And we're gonna do the tomatoes again, just sprinkling them on. You can do whatever you want, whatever sounds good to you or feels good to you. That looks about right. And then a little bit of, the mozzarella balls, or pearls as they're called. Just to break it up and give your eye something to look at, we'll add a little bit more of the pomegranate. Again, you don't have to do this. This is all optional. That's what I love about this. It's so fun and simple and easy. And now what I'm gonna do, I'll show you in a moment. I'm gonna add little mini, I'm so excited, little sandwiches that are rolled out with, you have fresh cooked bread and you roll it out and you use cookie cutters to make the shapes and then you put it on. So we're gonna do that next. Okay, here's one variation you can do. You can get nice soft white bread. I like to get the Latour Japanese style white bread. It's really soft. And you know, if you were making tea sandwiches, you would cut off the crust here, but I'm gonna make it so that I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna use this rolling pin and smush it. I don't know, there's something fun about doing this. And then I'm gonna choose, I know I want at least one star. This is just a mini cooking cutter, and I'm placing it so that I'm using, because my grandma taught me to be thrifty, I'm using every space so I'm not wasting. So I'm gonna make 2 stars, and you wanna really push down hard so that it cuts through the bread. That's one of the reasons why you smash the bread, so that it's easier to get a nice clear cut. Cute. So I want to get 2 stars. And I just push down. There we go. You know you did it right if you can lift it up and the bread or the outline is in the cookie cutter. So I have a little bit of softened cream cheese here. It's about half a teaspoon. I'm gonna spread it on the star. And then you can use strawberry jelly, anything red. So we got this jelly from our nephew. It's kind of red and it's pepper jelly. So it adds a nice little kick and a nice little surprise. So I'm gonna use, wow, this is about maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. You can use as much as you want. You can have it pouring out the sides. Okay, actually, looking at that, let's make it half a teaspoon to spread it, because you do want the jelly in every bite. Yummy. It might be helpful to, before you put the jelly on, just kind of mix it around so it's easier to spread. Okay, so that's one down. And I'm just gonna cover it so that it's kind of gonna be a surprise. Of course, you can tell your guest what's in there, but I like it to be a surprise and it looks pretty. Let me show you. And again, if you don't want pepper jelly, see how cute that is? If you don't want pepper jelly, you can put the cream cheese in there and put a very thinly sliced cucumber. So I'm gonna cut up a few more pieces and put them on and show you the end product. Okay, now I'm gonna place these lovely, oh, you know what? Before I do that, I wanna drizzle the balsamic first. You can do it whatever way you want, but I think it looks better with the balsamic already drizzled before you add the little mini ornaments. That's just my preference. You can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna add the star there and a cute little Christmas tree. Let's make it so that it's even. So here you go. You can do more. That increases the time. If you just do the salad without the little mini decorations, you can get it done in 10 minutes. But these little sandwiches take a little bit of time, but it's kind of worth it. Oops, almost lost some mozzarella. So again, you can fill this middle part with chips, dips, whatever you want. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season and that you will take time to use recipes like this that are quick and easy so that it'll free up some time for you to nourish yourself, relax, and enjoy the season. Till next time, take care now. Aloha.